Alright, well, tonight we're finishing up with our barrel C and barrel D, the Desert Jasper and the Prairie Agates. So tonight we're going to go ahead and do a final rinse, make a mess everywhere. Okay. A little bit more.
Cleaning it off real good, trying to make sure that we have our barrel ready for the next step. Which in this case we're going to do what they call a burnishing step. It's just a extra way to get a little extra cleaning done on them before you're completely done. With a little bit of borax and water, just kind of knocks grit loose out of cracks and crevices and cleans any residues away. So we're going to finish rinsing all that polish off real well.
Interesting one.
Yeah, it looks like it had a piece broke out of it at some point in time. Now these were chips, so they're real thin compared to some of the other rocks we've done in the past. So it's interesting how some of them, the way they're chipped is different. So this is barrel C, so this is actually the Prairie Agate chips. Yeah, this is barrel C, so it's the Prairie Agate chips. So these are the ones with the agate. Look at how thin this one is. But yeah, there's some real pretty agate slices in there. Lots of banding that's really pretty. This one's a really pretty good example of the banding.
Now these all came from the Rockshed.
Yeah, and these were all from the Rockshed. We purchased these online as raw stone. But yeah, that's why they're so thin, is because they're basically just chips.
And like last week, saw that we did wear one of the lids thin. Double checking the other lid, make sure it's still good to go. Actually, this is the new lid.
That's the new lid, yeah.
Yeah. So, get everything cleaned back into there. Add a little bit of water. And to add some borax. And to make a mess. If you aren't making a mess, you aren't having fun. 1, 2, and 3 tablespoons of borax.
Yep, this is a little bigger barrel, so you want a little bit more. If you're following us on the Hub Hobby one, we were doing that. We only did 2 because it's a smaller barrel.
Alright, now I'll get this one started back up and switch over to the other barrel. And cover up the borax so we don't get it wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll swap you spots. We're still good. Sounded worse than it was there.
Still trying to make sure, even though we're doing a borax and the next step's gonna be step 1 again, always want to make sure your barrel's as clean as possible between each step.
Yep, that's the best way to avoid any dull rocks, any mishaps on how the rocks turn out. Rinsing all of it off real good. And this is that desert Jasper, it's called. So not as many translucent rocks in this one. There's a few, I think, that may have slipped into it. That might be some agate. But for the most part, they're more opaque, but they're interesting combinations of colors. Like this one's got some grays and yellows together. This one's got grays and yellows together also. This one's just amazing with all the greens and reds and grays and browns. Just a fun mixture. This one also. Just a lot of really cool rocks in there. All right.
Now to get it back in. Add some water back to it.
And we're doing 3 again just because it's a bigger barrel, so a little more water volume and a little more rock volume we were able to put in it.
Good. Sometimes the band can fight you. All right, there we go. And now we'll have these on here for about a half an hour. And then we'll do a final rinse and dry them off.
And we'll show you how pretty they are. We'll see you in about a half hour.
Okay, we know these were unsettled.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here we go. Let's go ahead and
we're looking at barrel C again, so that's our Prairie agate. And this is after a burnishing, so which is just a cleaning, an extra cleaning step. As you can see, it didn't dissolve all the way or anything, so.
Oops, sorry, dear.
He's dumping water on me.
Interesting. I don't think I noticed that before.
Yeah, we did, because I think you helped smooth out that dip.
Okay.
Now we need our pan.
Or do we want to separate?
Well, for now, let's just look at it in the pan. We can always separate them once they're dried and stuff.
Good.
Alright, so checking these out a little bit, get them where we can see them. A lot of pretty agate banding in them.
Go ahead and dry a couple of them off so you can see how they shine. Please shine. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out the way you think it's gonna.
So I've dried this one here off, and
it's still real shiny.
It's still really shiny. That's what you're looking for
after a polish.
After a polish.
Yep.
It maybe could be a little bit shinier, but that's a pretty acceptable result right there.
And some of them, sometimes it's the rock. It may not shine up any more than it does. So
I have a feeling this is going to be a real nice shiny. Oh yeah.
And that's got some really pretty bands there at the tip. It's fun.
Yes. And this one. Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's
I really like this one here.
It's a rock with some character.
Yes, it is.
I like that.
On both sides.
Yeah, I was gonna say the back is even kind of cool.
Okay.
So we'll get these all shined up or dried off. I mean, and sort them out a little bit, and then we'll do a little one showing you. And there's some of the little chips too that are all shiny and pretty. They'll make some pretty necklaces.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next barrel.
We may need another tin.
And
What else?
I haven't refilled my water jug yet.
Oh. Let's go.
Okay. So you're seeing it live. We don't do much editing. We'll do some splicing together, but you're going to see it just the way we do it. Go ahead and get all that borax rinsed off.
And this is the Desert Jasper chips.
And ceramic.
And some ceramic, yes. That's really cool.
Let's see, it's still
got some character to it.
dry it off and
got the shine. So that's
Yep.
good. That's a success.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
So you can see a spot right in here that didn't really take a shine.
Yep.
That's going to happen.
Yep. They are rocks. They do what they want.
They've been here way longer than we have.
Yep.
That's real
That's
interesting.
Really nice. That's a weird shape, but I like it.
Nice and smooth on the bottom, but boy, the top's definitely got character. Okay.
We'll get these all dried up, and then we'll show you what everything looks like once they're all dried up.
Well, here they are spread out. This is the Desert Jasper?
Yeah. No, this is the Prairie. Agate.
Oh, the Prairie Agates. Okay. Oh. And you see, pretty good shine. Yep.
Some really interesting shapes and interesting
Yes.
banding and interesting colors.
So for being a bought and mix instead of found, no, can't complain too much. Oh, all right. Now we're gonna switch over to the next batch, and this is the desert jasper. Some really, even though it looks wet right in there, it's as dry as can be. So.
You turn some of them over so I can see the some of them not got the.
Yeah, lots of different colors and combinations.
Oh yeah. I really like this one here. I think it looks like the color of catfish skin or shark skin.
There's that one that
Yep.
turned it over.
I did.
No, I did. That's the side it was up, and I turned it over.
But yeah, so okay, all right. Well, give our heads a break from the tumblers running for a week, and then we'll start on something different.